Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to part 2 of the Superman the movie review. As you guys may remember from the last part, in that part I discussed the original theatrical cut and the special edition. Today we're gonna be talking about a little bit more of the special edition, but mostly the 3-hour television version that has been released on this fantastic Blu-ray release by Warner Archive, um, which was released in 2017. Um, so yeah, this comes with really quickly. Let's just go over this. Um, so this comes with the Blu-ray, both Blu-ray discs of the special edition and the TV version. I don't believe the extended edition disc, with the TV edition disc, has any special features. But the special edition disc has commentary by director Richard Donner and creative consultant Tom Mankiewicz, 3 documentaries taking flight, the development of Superman, making Superman, filming the legend, and the magic behind the cape, screen tests, restored scenes, additional music cues, and music only track. Um, so, to kind of go back really quickly on the special edition. Um, so they took some certain scenes from the TV version and added it to the regular theatrical cut to make a kind of new experience. So like I said, last time, the only ones I could really remember were Superman talking to Jor-El before he flies for the first time. Um, and I I think on the special edition, I believe, but I know it's on this one. I think, but I don't know if it's on the special edition. They added the well, I'll show it on the back. They added the Krypton Guard, which I believe also appears in the second film. Or actually, well, no, I remember it did appear in the second one as in the beginning. Um, but they only added like a couple scenes from the TV version, but besides that, it's really just the theatrical cut, but just with a new sound mix and a couple new scenes added. The television edition is over 3 hours long. So because this sorry if I'm stuttering or saying a lot, but uh. But yeah, like this came out. I believe the TV edition came out in 1980. Over it started over. It was spanned over 2 nights, kind of like the It miniseries. But eventually it started airing on a one night, and then I think after a while they just started premiering the theatrical cut on TV and not use this one. But now, like I said, Warner Archive finally released the this version on Blu-ray for the very first time, and I think it looks fantastic. Especially from going from like watching it on like TV where it's like kind of it's staticky. The sound isn't really that good, and then going to this one where it's like you could probably hook up your sound system. It's gonna sound amazing. Again, again the mix has been taken from the TV one, so it's not gonna sound as good as listening to where is it? Not as good as listening to the 4K, but it's still gonna be really much better than listening to it on TV. Um, some scenes that I can remember from the TV version is probably my favorite scene uh added was Superman. He's chasing the rockets and he flies in front of the rocket and tries to stop it like this. He puts his hands out and it dodges him, leaving Superman a bit puzzled, and then he just starts chasing after it. I think that's a really good scene. I th- on it to be completely honest, there are some scenes that I think pad out the film, and I don't think they work at all. Um, like the two cops trying to chase one of Luther's assistants through the train station and to the underground base. I think it's extended way too much, and it doesn't really make the film that much better. It just extends a scene that really did not have to be extended. In the theatrical cut and even in the special edition, it was flowing just fine. Um, there's a scene after when, um, before the at the end when right before Superman takes Luthor and um I forgot what his name was. The male assistant. I know it's not really, they aren't really called assistants, but I'm just saying that because I don't know the names. Well, I know the girl was named Miss Testmarker, but I forgot the male's name. But Luther, uh, after he finds out that Miss Testmarker helped Superman, he plans to kill her by feeding her to lions, I believe. Um, and then Superman obviously comes and saves her, which leads to Superman dropping Lex and um, the other guy to jail. And um, yeah, so that's really about it for all the changes I remember. I know there's a lot more, which makes it over 3 hours. Um, but um, what I, which version of the film would I prefer? Um, which one would I prefer? I personally prefer the theatrical cut um, over these two, but if I really feel like it, I might watch the 3 hour TV version because of the extra scenes. The special edition, I wouldn't say it's a bad version, but I wouldn't really watch it over the theatrical cut or the 3 hour version. Especially, well, I might watch it over the 3 hour version when I have, if I actually want to watch it. It's just like the 3 hour version. I need a lot of time on my hands. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah. Um, well, uh, just to kind of reiterate what I said about the theatrical cut, all all the cast is fantastic as usual. The score, which actually, um, I forgot to get out because I uh, I don't think so yeah, as you guys probably saw in my Star Trek the Motion Picture soundtrack unboxing, I do have all four of the original Superman soundtracks. This is the new um, 40th anniversary edition of the soundtrack, which is 3 discs. So there's the front. There's I don't know if you can see it that well. There's the side, the other side, and the back. Um, so yeah, the first 2 discs are newly remastered, newly remastered tracks as in chronological order, and the third disc is the original 1978 album. So, um, so there's the first disc with Marlon Brando as Jor-El, and then here's the booklet. Um, actually, the back of this is young Clark lifting up the truck to help Jonathan Kent. Um, and then the second and the second disc has obviously Superman on it. The third disc has Lex Luthor with the kryptonite necklace, and the back of this one is Superman lifting up Lois's truck, Lois's car after it's been buried. Um, I have listened to some tracks on this, It's it sounds fantastic. Um, here's the booklet if you're interested in seeing some of the pictures or some stuff about it. Um, so yeah, completely forgot to show this in the first part because it went just over 15 minutes long. So I was already talking way too much about it. Um, so yeah, this was actually surprisingly the last one to be released, which was in 2019. Yeah, so this one wasn't even released in time for the 80th anniversary of Superman. Unlike the other two, which I'll be talking about in the respective reviews. Um, sorry about the burp. But yeah, um, it's really odd that they released this in 2019 when it really should have been the first one to be released, since that year was the 40th anniversary of the film, and well, also the 80th anniversary of Superman as a whole. Um, well, to be really clear about this, the first disc is how the score is presented in chronological order. So it's the second disc. Well, half of it is the second half of the soundtrack in chronological order, and then the other half is additional cues and alternate tracks. And then, like I said, the third disc is here we go. But like I said before, the third disc is the original '78 album. This one was limited to 5,000 prints made, and the total runtime for all three CDs is about 3 hours and 50 minutes long, which is actually surprisingly way longer than the TV version. So that's surprising. Um, uh, if I could say my favorite track in this whole soundtrack, I mean the whole soundtrack is great. Um, but if I really had to say one, probably the prelude and title sequence, because obviously it has the main theme to Superman. Um, but if I had to choose besides that, because that's like a main, probably the love theme for Superman, because that is a very nice track. Um, so, uh, so if you guys like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Um, if you guys want to let me know what I should do for the next movie review after obviously the Superman franchise, um, leave comment trying to message me on my social medias on Instagram and Facebook. Um, cause yes, I do have a Facebook. Don't judge me. Um, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part. But the second part to the Superman movie review. Stay tuned for Superman 2, which we were going to be talking about in the first part, the theatrical cut, and the second part we're going to be talking about the Richard Donner cut. And I don't know which part it's going to be in, but we're obviously going to be talking about the soundtrack as well. So, and hopefully maybe a little bit about the TV version of that, which unfortunately hasn't been released um, on Blu-ray or DVD yet. But hopefully that will come out at some point. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one. Live long and prosper. Out.